Evening VC, Dave here. Just jumping on real quick. Sure, just put up a Gimme 10 piano trios, and man, it really got me thinking, what in the hell do I even have in the collection for piano trios? And had a few more than I actually thought. I didn't even think I had 10, but I grabbed 10 here, so we're just gonna quickly run through these. Didn't really prepare a whole lot for this video, but yeah, got 10 great albums here. The first is the Vijay Iyer trio, Break Stuff, on the ECM label from Germany. This was recorded back in June of 2014, released in 2015. Double LP. This is fantastic. Vijay Iyer, and this group is from New York City. This is probably the best contemporary artist going as far as the piano is concerned for me. This is an amazing group. Stephen Crump on the double bass and Marcus Gilmore on the drums. They do their version of Work by Thelonious Monk on here, Blood Count by Billy Strayhorn, Countdown by John Coltrane are a few of the tracks, and then the others are all Iyer originals. Highly recommended. Vijay Iyer trio, Break Stuff, ECM. Next, and I need the second part of this, but this is Live at Lobero from Horace Tapscott. Original on the Nimbus West label. This, I believe, was from '81, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, recorded live at '81 at Lobero Theater in Santa Barbara, California. You've got Roberto Miranda on the bass and Sunship on the drums. I dig this more than the other volume, and I got this from Polish Mafia, Mr. Minko in Connecticut, but Horace Tapscott is a bit underrated still, in my opinion. Fantastic pianist from the West Coast. All the Nimbus West stuff is great, and not a lot of it's been reissued, so recommended. Next is the first record I got of Cecil Taylor, Innovations on the Freedom Polydor label. I believe this is a UK original. Man, this is a stellar trio. This is Jimmy Lyons on the alto, Sonny Murray on the drums. I mean, are you kidding me? This was my introduction to Jimmy Lyons, and just blew my damn mind. And so anything I see with Jimmy Lyons, I need to pick up. Cecil Taylor Innovations, and this is probably a really good place to start. Taylor can get way out there, way avant-garde and free at times, but this record, you know, there's a lot of times where they're in the pocket and more accessible for people starting out in that realm. The next is probably my favorite Keith Jarrett record, The Morning of a Star with Charlie Haden and Paul Motian. This is a fantastic record. Cheap Heat. I think I got this for $3 at a convention. 1971. I guess on Atlantic. Keith plays not only the piano but the steel drums and the sax on this. Charlie Haden, of course, on bass, Paul Motian on the drums. This is killer, absolutely killer. Keith Jarrett at his finest, in my opinion. Next is kind of a crazy record, the Bob James trio, Explosions. Originally came out on an ESP disc. Of course, you know, you're gonna have, the crazy avant-garde stuff on that label. This with Bar Phillips on the bass, Robert Posar on percussion, a rare appearance. And yeah, one of his records, solo records, popped up. I need to try to get after that, but it's pretty rare. But yeah, this is a reissue on Get Back from 2001 out of Italy. Decent pressing, pretty thick, heavy-duty vinyl. Picked this up from Teddy. Eat Sleep vinyl from his former employer. And yeah, you can't do a piano trio video without Ahmad Jamal, the Ahmad Jamal trio, The Awakening. Jamil Nasser on bass, Frank Gant on the drums. You know, this group was together quite a long time, and just, you know, perfection on this record. This is a reissue. I got it Noble Records, originally recorded in 1970. The Impulse originals are difficult to get a hold of in good condition. They're usually trashed, and they're really expensive. So this will have to do for now. Great record. This one is kind of cheating a little bit, but this is the Wynton Kelly Trio, Smoking in Seattle live at the Penthouse. This was a Record Store Day issue on Resonance Records. So 4 of the 10 tracks are just the Wynton Kelly Trio with Ron McClure on bass, very rare appearance for him. Jimmy Cobb on the drums. So radio. Well, no, it was recorded at the Penthouse in Seattle in 1966. And the rest of the 6 tracks do have Wes Montgomery on guitar, and I'm not big into Wes Montgomery, but this is fantastic. So yeah, trio record, but then add Wes on a bulk of the tracks too. So cheating a little bit, but it's a great one. Next is a classic, Riverside, the Bill Evans Trio, Sunday at the Village Vanguard, featuring Scott LaFaro. Man, when Scott LaFaro passed away, that really was the beginning of the end for Bill Evans. He didn't handle it well and hit the juice pretty hard. And the reason I'm showing this record was soon after this performance that Scott LaFaro was driving in upstate New York and was in the car crash that he died. That road is right near my parents. My mom drives that road pretty much every day. Kind of crazy, but this is an amazing live performance. It's one of the best live jazz records you're ever gonna find. Recorded in '61 at the Vanguard. Alright, next is a grail you can have for cheap. This is such a fantastic record. The Stanley Cowell Trio, Illusion Suite on ECM. Is original from '73. I found this at Gray Face in Savannah for, I don't know, maybe it was $8 or $10. Stanley Clarke on bass, Jimmy Hops on the drums. Stanley, man, what a writer. He could, man, Stanley Cowell can write some great tunes. This is fantastic. Highly recommended. And then the last is an OJC copy, I think. Thelonious Monk plays Duke Ellington. So you got Monk, Oscar Pettiford on bass, and Kenny Clarke, who was a badass on the drums. And very interesting to hear Monk play Ellington tunes. It's such a contrast. I'm not sure when this was originally released, but yeah, I was happy to find this copy. So yeah, Gimme 10 piano trios. Hope everybody's well. Peace.